At your old local gym, they used to call you Quadzilla. You would crush leg days utilizing all of the fantastic leg machines to go super heavy, add tons of volume, supersets, drop sets, all while preserving your central nervous system. But when you transition to a home gym, it's
Rude awakening coming up.
the No Fake Channel checking in. Jonathan here with the budget leg press and hack squat 3-in-1 machine that might be the answer to all of your home gym leg day woes. RitFit, known for delivering solid value at exceptionally low prices, has released their new Gazelle BLP02, coming in substantially lower than almost all of the comparable competition. This is a 3-in-1 multi-tool for your home gym when it comes to leg day. You get the leg press, you get the hack squat, and you get calf raises. In a previous video, I reviewed their BLP01, a smaller version of this bad boy, and it looks as though they have upgraded and resolved some of the minor issues that I spoke out about. Range of motion. One of the things I spoke out about when it came to the BLP01 was that it frankly just came up short, especially if you were on the taller side. Now, I will tell you, they have fixed that issue almost. When it comes to the leg press, man, oh man, the range of motion is soul crushing. I mean, you can get this bad boy all the way down. You're gonna have your knees up where your chin is by the time it kind of bottoms out. And at 6'1", I felt that the leg press was perfect to go as low as I wanted to go. And I personally like to go deep when it comes to the leg press to get that full range of motion, to get that stretch at the bottom. Now, when it comes to the hack squat at 6'1", I felt like I could go down below parallel, which is really where I like to go. Keep in mind, you can go even further. I mean, this position is really not as low as you should go, at least in terms of comfort level. Now, we all come in different shapes and sizes, and I think if you're 5'11" or below, especially if you like to go to grass when it comes to the hack squat, you're gonna find that you need an extra inch to an inch and a half. I do know that a number of people have found a workaround by adding either foam mats or horse stall mats down here to give them that buffer that they need to get a full range of motion and not really bottom out. But the fact that you've got to do a little bit of a DIY thing for a product that you just bought is a little bit of a nuisance. Now, some of you like it from the rear, and you want to do a rear-facing hack squat. I, for one, don't like that exercise. For some reason, it always sends me to Snap City. Maybe my core isn't tight enough, but I just never feel comfortable, never feel stable, and ultimately don't feel it as much in my legs, so I don't do it. However, on the Gazelle, if you do attempt that, you're gonna find that you just don't have any range of motion. No! You're not gonna get anywhere near parallel, even if you are on the taller side. Now, the new back pad actually fixes two issues I had with the cheaper version, and that is this thing is thicker and longer, making for a more comfortable leg press and hack squat. Another issue that RitFit resolved was the foot plate. The previous model had a little bit more narrow of a foot plate, and you found like your feet were almost like over the edge of the plate itself. It didn't feel nearly as safe. Now, this one's pretty wide. Again, I'm 6'1", and this is wider than my shoulders here, and I feel like this is ideally where I would put my feet. And you can see that unless you are the type of person to sumo deadlift and put your feet way the heck out wide, this is gonna probably be plenty wide for you to get the job done. Feel it in the places that you wanna feel it in. And just for reference in terms of depth, look here, I haven't even come close to bottoming out, and this is like as low as I can go. If I had any weight on this, it would probably be dangerous as far as my hip flexors. The ultra budget model that I reviewed couldn't go nearly as heavy as you big pop-up pump freaks can lift. I know you can't squat 2.5 plates, but you could leg press 20 if you had the option. And unfortunately, the previous model just didn't have the loading pin space or even the capacity to handle it. Well, RitFit fixed that issue. This Gazelle now comes with a 2,000-pound static load limit. And they made loading all of those plates even easier by offering side plate storage. A few things of note. The Gazelle does take up more space than the BLP01. But hey, if you want heavier duty, beefier equipment, you should expect that it's going to take up more length, width, and even height. Now the powder coat on the Gazelle is fine. It's adequate, but you're not going to be writing home about it if you catch my drift. I will say that I like the fact that it has these little red accents to break up the black monotony of the machine. Now, if you are one of those Jocko types and you want your entire gym to be all black, it does come in an all black version. It also is delivered in 3 boxes. They do a pretty good job with the shipping. Mine arrived intact, no issues, no problem. The assembly for me took 4 hours. Keep in mind, about 25 minutes of that was actually taking everything out of the boxes itself. Also, this does come in at a whopping 330 pounds. One of the nice things about this machine is that it actually comes with wheels. I'm not saying you're going to be using them often, but for me, I actually set this up like 2 feet that way and then realized I wanted it a little bit closer to the corner to maximize space. So I was able to lift it up and kind of move it around to get it in position. But what's the cost? What's the hit on your wallet? We all know that's the #1 decision that you use when making any home gym equipment purchases. And I'll tell you, this Gazelle is priced right. It's priced to sell as of today on their website and on Amazon, $1,200. But let's compare it to the competition, because when we do these reviews, we don't live in a bubble. Now, Titan Fitness's 2-in-1 leg press hack squat combo coming in $1,800. Force USA, $1,700. And Bells of Steel, $1,900. So you can see $1,200 is a steal of a deal. Now compare it to their smaller model that I've previously reviewed and we talked about a lot already on this video. That comes in at $800. But for $400 extra, you're getting a whole lot more versatility as far as the range of motion. You're getting heavier steel, you're getting more plate capacity, and you're getting a lot more bells and whistles for that extra price point.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
And there are some minor issues that I want to speak out about. I don't know if they're going to be deal breakers for you, but of course I want you to know about them before going into any purchase. #1 has to be the angle of adjustment of the backrest. You've got 4 different options, but they do involve actually taking out like a slot, moving it back. It's a little bit more involved than a pop pin, and I really wish they had just engineered this to have a single pop pin that you could pull, adjust, and go. Now, overall, for most of you, you're going to find the angle that you prefer. After a little testing, you're gonna set it and forget it. Now, RitFit did add additional weight storage on this Gazelle, and I love that. I think it's exactly what they needed, because a lot of us can leg press quite a lot.
Kind of a big deal.
Now, once you have these things placed, you quickly realize they're not going anywhere. They're completely safe. I just think going with a hard chrome and fixing it permanently would add that extra touch of premium that we all kind of want in our gym equipment. I think the main reason that RitFit went this route is because if you're a petite individual, you absolutely aren't going to need this. And having these on extends the width of this machine. So I could absolutely see a lot of people just never placing them or even just storing them off to the side and only loading them up when they have their ultra heavy days. There are 5, count them, 5 different safety options on the side to best align this leg press and hack squat to match your perfect height. Now, I'm going to tell you this is great, but I do have a minor complaint. Depending on your height, width, and where your preferences are for this machine, you're going to find that it may just be right on the line. Like as an example, for this leg press, I would like to have this top safety a little bit lower. As it stands right now, I have to like extend up in order to put this safety back, or I've got to bend my knees a little bit in order to put that safety back. Same goes for the hack squat. I tend to be like in between them. Now, is this a major issue? Absolutely not. It kind of falls more into the me problem, but I will say when I go ultra heavy or when I am super fatigued, I did find that unracking and then re-racking the weights on the leg press and the hack squat was a bit of a nuisance. Now it's time. It is time for my final thoughts on the RitFit Gazelle. And I don't know if your dad told you or not, but you cannot have champagne taste and beer pockets. And if you're on a budget for your home gym equipment, but you still want to get a light commercial grade leg press and hack squat, man, oh man, the Gazelle is it. Not only does it beat out most of the comparable competition that is out there for price, it delivers on heavier steel, more weight load ability. It also gives you a beautiful range of motion for the leg press, and it gives you plate storage as well as the use of bands and more. Now, the only problem that I highlighted earlier in the video was the hack squat. Truth be told, you're gonna be fine if you're 6 foot or over, especially if you're not like old school to grass. If you're like me and you like to go like an inch and a half below parallel, you're gonna be fine. Now, if you are on the shorter side and you still wanna pick this up, you can do a little DIY hack with foam pads or even horse stall mats. And while that may not be ideal or perfect, again, you are gonna be saving $500 or $600 compared to Titan, Force USA, or Bells of Steel. I've used this thing for 3.5 weeks, hitting 7 different leg days, and I'll tell you that the experience for me at my height and build and weight limit capacity, man, I absolutely loved it, and it just kind of shows what I miss about the local gym, and that is all of the leg machines, because man, oh man, my central nervous system can only take so many sets of squats. Now, for those of you that like it in the rear and you want to do a rear-facing hack squat, that is going to be a no-fly zone.
Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full.
Even though the pattern may be full, you should still watch these 2 videos. Check out the links in the description, smash that subscribe button like it owes you money, and as usual, don't save anything for the trip back.